Hey guys, welcome back. Well, just getting home. Had a pretty good day. Had some riding in. I got some volunteer work in, and we raised some money for the club. But I'm not coming on here to share with you guys all the great, wonderful things that I've got going on in my life or my trip today. I'm here to actually bring attention to something that I honestly didn't really think or want to have to make a message about, but one of our very good friends, Chris Grabrick, was in a pretty serious motorcycle accident last night. I don't know any of the details, the ins and outs. All I know is that he's in the hospital now. He's got some issues with his bleeding in his head, and it looks like the whole Hoodlum group team, nonprofit, they got it figured out. They got a massive GoFundMe going for Chris, which in all reality he's going to need, because it looks like he has a long road to recovery ahead of him. And for me, I guess I'm just here to tell you guys that there seems to be a lot of accidents happening lately. Some that get posted online on Facebook I'm aware of because I see it, because I'm a part of the Harley Riders Group of Minnesota, and if you're not a part of that group, you should be. But this morning I woke up to a message telling me that Chris was in a really bad accident. I'm not on social media as much as I used to be, just because of the mere fact that it's kind of stressful for me. So I miss things, and I don't get to see as much things as I would like to. So I didn't hear that Chris got into an accident until this morning, and it's disheartening. I don't want to hear or see anybody, let alone a friend, wind up in this sort of situation. So I myself have not been in a motorcycle accident. I know Chris has been in several. And other people that I know have been in a couple. And so I've heard, stories, and I've heard people tell me this and that about accidents and whatnot. But really, truly, we need to be paying attention to what we're doing before we ride, while we ride, and then when we get off our motorcycle, thank God for being alive, right? Amen. And that we made it home safe, because, case in point, sometimes people don't get home to their families, and that is a very unfortunate situation. It doesn't matter if you're a hoodlum, if you're not a hoodlum, if you're a this or a that. We all come together in these times to tell each other to be safe, right? To do everything you can to practice the most safe opportunity for you to get home to your family, right? That means wearing a helmet, riding sober, being in a group of people. If you don't know all the riders, maybe more in the back, and we don't have to ride with people that we don't know if you don't want to, because sometimes that could be unsafe. And we have to look at the conditions of the road, we have to look at the weather, we have to look at your driving habits, and I'm a defensive rider. I'm very defensive. I just got cut off today on the way here. Somebody in the roundabout changed lanes in the middle of the roundabout, totally cutting me off. Now, had I been 10 feet further in my trip, she would have took me out. For me, you guys, Chris does and has done a lot for the community in the area, right? I'm in the North Metro, so we all know Chris and Hoodlum and all the people in Elk River and in a little bit of the peripheral area there, because of the Christmas program and the one or two events that they do a year. We're gonna need to bring some more awareness to this. And I like I said, you guys, I don't know the ins and outs, so I'm not gonna sit here and speculate. It doesn't pay for me to speculate. Speculating usually just gets me into trouble, and so I'm gonna wait and pray and be mindful and prayerful of the situation, and just pray that he makes a full recovery and that he's able to live his life the way he wants to live it. Because according to a lot of people who get into these accidents, it's hard for them to want to get on a bike again, right? And so I couldn't imagine not wanting or not having that drive to get on a motorcycle. And for me, I just want to make sure that my position in the motorcycle community is that we are always staying sober, abstinent, and mindful of the things that we need to do on our bikes, like maintenance, keeping up on the tires, keeping up on the brakes, keeping up on the maintenance, because sometimes we neglect that, or we'll get it next time, or I'll do this next time. And so when we put that off, it leaves the door open for unfortunate things to happen. And I'm gonna say it again, you guys. I don't know what happened. All I know is that Chris lost control of his motorcycle. This is the most unfortunate thing, because it goes from in control to out of control really fast, and there's no gray area there. It's either you're in control or you're not. And so when you lose control, you know, bad things happen, right? And I really pray and hope that Chris makes a full recovery, together in an agreement that we can try to ride safe and try to be safe riders and be defensive riders and pay attention to the road, the conditions. I never ride at night, you guys, unless I absolutely have to. The last time I rode at night was in Texas because I had to wait for my ex-friend to get his bike fixed, and I waited till 10 p.m. and then, you know, I ended up riding in the dark. And so for me, a lot of the times when I'm planning my motorcycle trips or I'm planning my rides, it's during the day, and it's in light of you know, conditions that will help us instead of hinder us. And I think riding at night, even with clears, and even if you're set up and you got, you know your lane of travel is good, there's so many variables, you guys. So many things that can happen. So you guys, please pray for Chris out there. Pray for his family. Pray for him and pray for the family, and we'll see you guys soon.